Hi folks, it's Ivo here from Thundermist Lure Company, and welcome to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. Today folks, I want to answer a couple questions. I get asked a lot about pickerel and pike cleaning. Can I clean a pickerel the same way that I can a pike? And secondly, I get asked, how come I find bones in my pike? Let's take a look at the first question first. Now, I did two videos. Actually, our very first video for Thundermist Lure Company, our very first one was on pike cleaning. I'll put a link in the description if you want to see a younger Evo clean a pike. And then we redid it again another time in higher quality with HD. So I'll put both in the description for you. You can check them both out. The other thing is with pickerel versus pike, first of all, in Ontario especially, a lot of people call a walleye a pickerel, but that's not a true pickerel. The true pickerel is an actual pickerel, and it is in the pike family. And yes, folks, they do have the same bone structure. So if you catch a pickerel, which is generally smaller than pike, you can clean the pickerel the exact same way that you clean a pike. And in the video that I linked to below, I show you exactly how to do that. Now, the second part of the question, some people will write in and say, yes, I have bones. I have bones in my pike fillets. Why is that? Let's do a close-up on this mounted pike, and I'll show you where the key part is to avoid bones. So in the video, I show where the first fillet comes, and the first fillet comes right here. This top piece right here, from the beginning of this fin right to the head, that is one boneless fillet if you do it properly. And what I mean by that is, and this is the mistake that most people make, so I'm going to exaggerate, but you have bones coming up the pike this way, but they don't go all the way to the top, okay? They stop, I'm going to exaggerate, they stop short, okay? About, let's say here. I'm just trying to show you. So when you run your knife, you can cut in and cut along the top, but you don't want to cut into the top of these bones that are going vertically. So you just want to skim over top of those bones. So if you have bones in the fillet, it's because you went too deep on that first fillet right there. And yes, you could say fillet or you could say fillet. Okay, and then of course, once you've cut that first cut, I show you how to get four more boneless fillets, and those ones are not an issue. But it's this very first one, folks, that takes a little knack. When you cut down, you just want to skim over top of those bones. Don't cut too deep, because if you cut too deep, you're going to cut through those bones, and you're going to have bones in that fillet. So that's the number one reason why people have bones in their pike. So I want to thank all those folks for writing in with those questions, and I want to thank you for writing in with your questions and your comments. I read all the comments and I appreciate all the feedback that we get. Thanks so much, and wherever you're tuning in from, I hope you're having yourself a great day, and until next time, good luck and good fishing.